Well, one of the things I've been saying here for years is that if we say we have a vision for our lives, and like you talked about who we are becoming, like where you want to go in your life, I do firmly believe that we have a duty and a responsibility to protect the only vessel we're going to get. And so this is why for me, moving my body
Amen.
every day is more a matter of purpose. It's like, it's for me and I want to feel good and I want to look good and all those things. But like you said, when you stand in the mirror, you keep critiquing and you keep
Mm-hmm.
picking things apart and you keep
Mm.
wishing that it was 1989,
Mm-hmm.
1999, 2009, and you just keep trying to go back
Right.
to some time in the past. It is really preventing you from focusing on the future. It's
Yeah,
preventing you from being present, but
absolutely.
also from the future. And I feel personally like there's such great purpose on my life. I have to protect the vessel because the way I desire to show up for the people that I'm called to serve
Mm.
requires me to be my best self.
Mm.
It requires me to move my body, right? And make sure that I'm strong and I'm physically fit, because when I'm on the road, right? I love to be the person at the back of the room who stands there and takes all the pictures and
Yes.
hugs all the people. I'm always the
Yeah.
last speaker there. Like it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter if my line has 10 people or 100 people. I'm going to stand there in my heels and I'm going to greet every person. And that is because I do squats and I do leg day and I do all of these
Absolutely.
things to make
Absolutely.
sure that I have the stamina and the endurance to show up how I want to show up for the people that I serve. So it's like
Mm.
for me, but I also feel like it's for us, like as a community. I
Absolutely.
take care of me for the benefit of my community. And then also for having an active kid that
Oh,
is, I have to climb up a lot of stadium stairs and all this stuff fooling with Reagan Washington. She always is in something, doing something. I got to carry coolers and a little chair on my back and all these things to go to her games. Like, also, it requires me to be, in better physical shape so I can also show up as the mother that I would like to be.
oh,
It's not the dress
absolutely.
size. Like I've had to release that, baby.
Yes.
Baby, I've had to
Listen,
release that.
all the way, all the way. I always say you cannot, and I love Reagan. Oh my gosh,
She loves you too,
I
you
love,
know that.
I love her personality and just everything about her. And yes, my son Kayan, who is 15, I mean, same, very into sports, climbing through the stadiums, all this stuff, and being a boy mom and him and all his friends. I'm like the things that they talk about. I'm like, I need the energy just to sprint away from this conversation right now. um, but 1000%. And I think when we talk about that and not living or dying by the scale, that we are so much more than just a number on a scale or a pant size. And one thing in this new program and just in my life that I try to live by and try to help other women understand is to find the joy and drop the judgment. Find the
Mm.
joy and listen, find the joy and drop the judgment. And that's in everything that we do. I mean, in my workouts, and I was laughing because I was reading something, that you read, that you can only work out to like R&B and gospel music or something. Is that what you said? Absolutely. And
90s R&B, baby, early 2000s. Yeah.
so I love 90s R&B and I love gospel. If I worked out the gospel though, I might do be like praising up my hands, doing like a Holy Spirit activate, or something like that in the middle of a workout. So, I love my like dirty South, like trap music and all that stuff too that I like to work. But I
Uh-huh.
do love 90s R&B for sure. But in saying that, finding the joy, right? Putting on some good music and just moving your body and redefining, what fitness is. And that's why I feel so blessed to be in this space and all the things that you talked about, is, you know, some of us have felt so intimidated by fitness or moving our bodies, or maybe feel like we're so far gone, right? We're looking at
Mhm.
this number on the scale and how did I let myself get here? Or, oh my gosh, this is, and it can be tough. It can be really, really tough to have that conversation. And we can be, so very hard on ourselves. And when you start to redefine and look at what fitness is and really making your health a priority, just so you feel good in your
Mhm.
body, period, forgetting a number on the scale or a pant romanticize that fitness is so much more than just dumbbells and sweat, and thinking that you need to go to a gym for 2 hours, or, someone told you to come to a workout class and they're doing like burpees and backflips. And you're like, yo, this is
Right.
not
Simmer
for me.
down.
Like, yeah,
Simmer down. Yeah.
but then just putting on some good music and moving your body for 10 minutes and starting, with these small changes so that you feel better in your life. And I even have a special certification and exercises anxiety intervention, right? And then when we start to talk about what our health does for our mental health, and that just moving your body for 10 minutes is going to make a bigger difference than just about anything else that you do. And there's research and science to back that, and so, it's so much more than that. And then especially for Black women, being able to show our bodies, right, and a body type that looks like mine, and to see me on stage, not just in the workout or background, right, but actually leading the workout and having a program. I mean, that's powerful.